Question 2. Let's first look at the blue box. Let's solve it. You won. For a door prize, you get to choose between two options shown. Which is a better prize and why? So you look at prize 1. You win prize 1, you get $60 immediately. That sounds pretty good. Until you see prize 2, where it says you get $1 the first day. Then, each day for the next 5 days, you get twice the previous day's amount. That sounds pretty good too. But what does that mean? So, the first day you get $1. Then each day for the next 5 days, you get twice the amount. So, that means that the first day you get $1, right? First day you get $1. The second day, that means that you get twice the amount of the previous days. So then you get $2. And then the third day, you get twice of that, $4. And then so on for the next 5 days. So, do you think that's going to be more than 60 or not? So let's find out as we keep on going through the lesson. So, some important words that you might see in your student companion are power, exponent, and base. So let's look at it. Let's give a clear example. So, you see that the base is this number right here. A base tells you it's going to be the factor. What number you're going to use to multiply that many times. So this is the base. And you can see that the exponent is this 3. The exponent tells you how many times to use the base. So how many times are we going to multiply 2? And then, this whole thing, 2 to the third, is a power. A power has 2 parts, a base and an exponent, which we have identified. So, going off that, let's look into problem 1, following using your student companion. Alright, problem 1. What is the simplified form of 10 to the 7th? 1a. So, first let's identify our base. Our base is 10, and our exponent is 7. So that means we're going to multiply 10 to itself 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the answer. So, let's look at 1b. 0.2 to the 5th. Now this is a little tricky. You still do the same, even though it's a decimal? And the answer is yes. So it's going to be 0.2 times 0.2. 5, you're going to multiply it to 5 times. And that's a simplified expression. So, why don't you try the got it, simplifying 3 to the 4th, and 2/3 to the 3rd. Alright, so, before we move on, now this is where we start to add multiple operations. And as you are all familiar with, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, also known as, where P is the parentheses, E is exponents, M is multiplication, D is division, A is addition, and S is subtraction. So keep that in mind as we're going through these problems. So, problem 2, what is the simplified form of each expression? So the quantity, this is a quantity, right here. The quantity is 6 minus 2 to the 3rd divided by 2. Now, following the order of operations, first we identify our parentheses, which is 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4 to the 3rd divided by 2. Then we go to exponents. Do we have any exponents? 4 to the 3rd. And 4 to the 3rd is 64 divided by 2. The only operation we have left is division. So 64 divided by 2 equals 32, which is a simplified expression. So let's try one more before you do the got it. Alright, so 2b is 2 to the 4th minus 1 divided by 5. Let's look. Do we have any parentheses? No. Do we have any exponents? Why, yes, we do. 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th is 16. Then we're going to keep the minus 1 divided by 5. So now we have to simplify what's on top first. 16 minus 1 is 15. Then we keep the 5. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. You always do what's on top before you divide. So why don't you try the got it? Let me write it for you. Why don't you do 5 times 7 minus 4 squared divided by 2. And try letter C, 4 plus 3 to the 4th divided by 7 minus 2. So, just word of caution, whenever you do the division like this, do what's on top here, and then divide. Alright, so moving on to problem 3. Sometimes questions will ask you evaluate. Evaluate means to answer the question. So, now we're going to try to apply what we have. So, problem 3A is asking you, what is the value of the expression of x squared plus x minus 12 divided by y squared, given that x equals 5 and y equals 2? So first, let's plug it in. So we know that x equals 5, so 5 squared plus 5 minus 12 divided by, and y equals 2, 2 squared. And so now we can continue with what we are doing with PEMDAS. Do we see any parentheses? No. But we see exponents. 5 squared is 25. And we're going to leave that. And we see another exponent. 2 squared, 4. And so now, do we see any multiplication? No. Do we see any division? Yes. 12 divided by 4. So now we're going to have 25 plus 5, and then minus, what's 12 divided by 4? 3. Minus 3. So now we're left with addition and subtraction from the left to the right, however it comes. So 25 plus 5 is 30 minus 3, and that will give you a total of 27. So let us try, got it, why don't you try got it A, 3b minus a squared, given that a equals 3 and b equals 4. Alright, so last problem, number 5. If you look at problem 4, problem 4, not 5. What is the expression for spending the money you have left after depositing 2/5 of your wages in savings? Evaluate the expression for weekly wages of $40, $50, $75, and $100. So what you know is your savings equals 2/5 of your wages, and you have various weekly wages. What you need is the expression and to evaluate. So the plan is to relate what you know to what you need. Now, you have 2/5 of. That of means multiply. So let's look at $40. So you have $40. You deposited $40. Oh, no, you get $40. And you're going to deposit 2/5 of that 40. So 2/5 of that 40. So it's going to be the $40 you have, and you're going to take away 2/5 of it. So you're left with that. So, continuing on to 50, 75, and 100, you have 50, so the 50 goes here and here. So you're left with 30. 75, 75 minus 2/5 of 75, which is 45. 100, 100 minus 2/5 of 100. So, what's always staying constant? Here, the expression is going to be W. So in your student companion, why don't you try number 4? The shipping cost for an order, an online store, is 1/10 the cost of the items you order. What is the expression for the total cost of a given order? What are the total costs for orders of 43, 79, 95, and 103? So look back through the video if you have any questions, and we'll go over it tomorrow.